bow.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And Swata's hammer is absolutely wild. We saw crazy plays last weekend, especially in team play, but sometimes it looked like he didn't even have a teammate. He was just fighting by himself, just taking stocks. So if he can apply that in just 1v1 where he doesn't have to worry about an extra target, this is going to be crazy.
Demon Islands for game number 1, Asuri versus Yumiko. We got some Qatar play coming out of Europe, which I'm very excited to see. I mean, it's funny to say that there was once upon a time where Qatars were absolutely everywhere, but now I feel like the weapon is very niche when it comes to being used in competitive play, so seeing this coming out from Kixe is very fun. Swata on the Yumiko, however, let's see how this hammer is going to be able to play out. So far, Kixe been winning a lot in the neutral. Oh, that down air came so close. Actually connected the down sig. Catches Swata unarmed. Now the sword picked up, trying to get that landing with the down like ground pound, just kicked away. But Kixe doing an amazing job in stock number 1.
Ooh, some bowstrings starting to even up the damage. You're going to see Kixe, he's always going to be looking to get in as close range as possible. You know, sword has a little bit of the mid-range. Ooh, the downlight just over the edge into the recovery. Scores the first knockout for Kixe.
Oh, Kixe. Is that down air? Oh, another down air. The reset.
Oh my gosh. The worm, the half pipe, he's just stringing them all together.
Hilariously, putting out the faux fire there for Swata, I think worked out in Kixe's favor because he recovered straight into the flames to avoid the punish that Swata was expecting to get, which was that he thought Kixe was going to dash onto the stage. And now Kixe, after being absolutely dominant on the Qatars, is on the verge of having a 2-stock lead. Oh, the strong hitbox of the recovery does not connect, but that time it does, and now it's 3 stocks to 1.
And Kixe using those cute little Asuri cupids as the knockout effect. I feel like that's always a little bit more insulting.
Yeah. When you're in a match as high stakes as this, try to get every bit of damage that you can in. Down air takes
mental
off the
and
top.
Otherwise.
Takes a stock. Swata doesn't seem to be too phased about the game state at the moment. Let's see if they're able to make this comeback with the bow. Trying to start off a combo starter with the side light. Ooh.
Definitely looking for it. Both of them just dodging right through each other. Oh, beautiful answer. That was a neat conversion. The side light into the dash jump down air, chase dodge, and then you gravity cancel for the follow-up.
I like the option to use the side sig after the side light there. Certain bow legends like Diana and Yumiko have that choice to where they can go for a mix-up where they're like, okay, you're going to dodge in place or dodge back. I'm going to hit with a side sig, and that's going to get that much more damage and knockback off of a potentially simple combo starter. Swata onto the hammer now. Trying his best, but Kixe just got, it looks like they got this game in the bag. I mean, they're stomped side aired away, and it's kind of okay.
Oh,
that was a lot of damage, like a lot. I think did the Nair hit into the third flame and it stopped the knockback? Like that was just brutal.
I can't tell. I'm gonna have to see a replay on that one. I can't tell if the Nair was just a little bit too high to hit, but Kixe sending Swata even higher than that, up off the top, taking game number 1.
Really great play.
Pretty significant damage difference. I mean, we saw it all throughout the game. Kixe, especially at the start, really just accelerated with those Qatars, getting hit after hit on Swata. Swata didn't seem to have a significant answer to it and was never really able to stabilize. That's why we now see the Fate swapping in for the Yumiko.
Excited about the Fate pick. Scythe and Orb. It's been some time since I've seen it use Scythe, but Swata with the Scythe looks pretty great. And now we're going to Small Brawlhaven. Oh, man. We're in for some really, really early knockouts, considering that it's an Asuri on Small Brawlhaven. Okay. I'm excited for this.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
So Small Brawlhaven, kind of anything can happen. The knockout lines are so close in every direction, it doesn't take a lot. And when you've got something with offstage plays like the Scythe here, it can happen that much faster. Because the main question is Swata going to be able to hit even those openers onto Kixe? Kixe seems to be able to sticking right in the areas where Swata isn't able to strike. Kind of those blind angles.
Ooh, and the string begins. Nice
oh
move
that
down
gosh!
I cannot believe it. Kixe's been doing so subtly well with these strings where they go for that extra like double jump after a downlight connects, reads the dodge that Swata's putting through, and then just continues the carnage.
Yeah,
Even
that
the
was
damage
so much damage in such a little amount of time.
Downer, dodge out of the way. Kixe just makes it barely back to the stage. Sword picked up and then air hits. Downlight recovery was almost certainly taken. Swat off the top. Oh no, he doesn't go for it. It was a weird angle for the downlight to hit because the gravity cancel down, but the recovery hits it. Okay, no.
Oh my gosh. Next one's got to do it, right?
Absolutely.
Third time's the charm?
Oh, but Swata gets the first stock.
A bicycle kick.
Kicks it with no patience, dashes off the stage, fast falls with the down air, doesn't get the stock in that. On recovery, it's not even going to be enough to be able to do it. Swata just somehow managing to make this look like the Great Hall. I cannot believe that they're not being taken off the top.
Oh, that's got to do it. The signature,
Okay.
I don't care where you were, that much damage, you're done.
Now, it says if that early knockout from Swata didn't even matter. Super close two-stock situation going into game 2. Kixe trying to get those downlight downer strings. Oh, he went for the double down air. Why not?
Genius.
Oh, didn't jump into the side air there, but Kixe has been impressing the hell out of me with these guitars so far, with just what he's willing to risk going against Swata. And Swata is at the point where they're respecting it so hard they don't even want to try to challenge it.
Oh, the back step. That was slick.
Downsy didn't hit. Kixe tosses the weapon forward, picks up the. That was interesting. They tried to exchange weapons and go like, I don't know how to use this, so they just went back and picked up what they were used to using. Downsy sends it flying off the right, and Kixe takes the lead again, 2 stocks to 1.
Now just looking for another one of those worms or half pipes. Oh, almost had the dodge read, just a hair short. Again, Kixe falling to the bicycle kick.
Back to even once again. But Kixe has been taking the advantage in these games so far as long as they have the guitars. And we'll see how long it takes for them to swap over to that. Weapon toss comes straight up, and there it is. Oh, try to go for that double downlight there. Downlight recovery.
Jeez.
Kixe went for that dash, that dodge down read with a weapon throw. Swata punches him away, picks up the orb, sidelight. Nice dodge! Dodges into a sidelight sider, but the downer doesn't hit, and Kixe goes all the way up. Swata, they're just hitting. This is like some DBZ stuff going on in the air right now. Like, they're just not touching the ground, hitting each other left and right, using the momentum from hitting their opponent to hit them back. Kixe. Oh. Gets sidelight side aired. Weapon throw goes perfectly. Covers everything. He just barely avoids the sider. Can he even touch? He does not.
Oh,
Swata with
gosh.
the amazing edge guard, babysitting him the entire way. Gets the scythe recovery to bounce him to the stage with the edge guard, with the weapon throw right afterwards, and we've got ourselves a set 1-1.
Jeez, and that entire last stock was just a highlight reel for Swata. I mean, the aerial combat just flowing around. He took him on an entire tour of the stage with the orb before swapping over to the scythe for the finish.
What was so
amazing.
crazy about that last bit where he forced Kixe to fade to the left was that the only thing that Swata had left was the scythe recovery to touch back to the stage, and he used it to both touch and hit Kixe as Kixe was trying to recover as well. It was impeccable edge guard. It was amazing.
So it looks like going for a little bit more stability. Doesn't want to have that happen to him again. Kixe opting, we're over to Mammoth Fortress. How does Kixe extend that? Like, he always gets 4 hits out of it at least.
Yeah, it's remarkable. I'm trying to look for it. Oh, what double downlight? He's a master of the downlight. That's what it is. I think he's just like trying to figure out what his opponent's habits are when he does connect with that downlight afterwards, and he's just getting them correct 80% of the time, if not more. Neutral light. I'm expecting he's trying to go for a downlight recovery here, but no, nice weapon toss. Or dodging the weapon toss, rather. Oh, downer didn't hit. Swat trying to go for those early knockouts. Oh, he gravity canceled downlighted, but he dodged the downlight. And then gravity canceled his own sidelight to be able to hit Kixe.
Oh no. Danger on the side. That weapon toss putting him in a tough position, but look at this damage building so incredibly high between the two, and smacked on down. High toss for the weapon starve. Kixe on the guitars, certainly where they want to be whenever they're starting out a stock.
That's why I goes in for the down stick. Sidelight as well.
It begins.
Ooh, and he
It continues.
That's that double jump down
so
there.
much damage.
I mean, I'm sure Kixe's perfectly fine getting hit for that because he was able to hit 6-7 guitar hits, and he's been getting those down air resets where after like downlight, down air, downlight, he'll do like this double jump down there afterwards that is catching Swata every single time. Nice recovery.
Yeah, Kixe's guitars have just looked phenomenal this entire set. I'm surprised that didn't take up off the top. Kixe looking to just push this lead as far as possible.
Oh, Swata Swata's been doing great with that babysitting so far. He gets the down lane cider afterwards, but that was one of those situations where it was unfortunate for Swata that the platform on Mammoth Fortress was there, but he still made it work. He touched, got his jumps back, get the down lane cider. Puts Kixe down to his second stock, but I mean, if Kixe is like one pickup recovery unarmed, I think that's going to be the stock. Dive kick comes through. Don't ground pound. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Swata playing amazing with the scythe against the unarmed. He gets there again.
Ooh.
Using the active input to keep him off the stage. Does he get another nair? No, he doesn't. Kixe finally makes it back to the stage. It's no matter how much damage you have, it's risky being unarmed off stage against the scythe. This is why, but the recovery hits and Kixe cuts through.
Gosh. I really thought Swata had a couple chances there. If he could just get one extra hit on the scythe, Kixe would have been out of options, score the early knockout, and really bring this back. But now he's got quite a road ahead of him. Swata looking to score this knockout. Oh, the dodge through the ground pound, and now this is dangerous.
Oh, I cannot believe he spot dodged the orb ground pound. Just like stood right next to the orb. Swata, he wants to fight this off stage, it seems. Sidelight Cider goes to the weapon throw afterwards. Kixe dodges down, straight through it. Dash jump, ground pound, down air. Oh, and surprising Kixe with the angle that he threw it. I think that was actually just enough force on its own to knock him out. That was incredible. They unsight.
Yeah, so now it sets them not too far apart on these final stocks. But Kixe with these dodgeries every time. Swata finally finding his way out, but look how much damage he took in the process.
Kixe's guitars are phenomenal. Sidelight went for the down sig right away. Tried to go for a hard read, but Swata dashed back. Weapon throw pickup, no down lane afterwards. Weapon throw again, but too close. Goes straight through. Swata didn't even have to dodge it. And then recovery. Is Swata going to steal this game from Kixe? Kixe has been in the lead so hard the entire time, but Swata on the side is just too good. Shotgun blast from the side stick didn't connect. Kixe gets the weapon throw. Swata low on jumps, has to dodge, and then ground pound. Kixe secures game 3 and brings it to a match point.
So dangerous. Yeah, let's see those replays on that one. That was absolutely crazy. I mean, it was checkmate at the end there. Kixe, oh, those guitar strings are just beautiful. Somehow made it back there. The recovery just enough to knock out, and then here's the lined up ground pound. So now it's the question. Kixe locking in a Suri. Swata, is there going to be yet another change?
I don't think there needs to be. The Fate's looking fantastic. I mean, maybe like if they have a Mordex ready to go, the Gauntlets might. Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
I mean, heard and received.
The way I'm thinking about it is, well, I don't know. It's a controversial matchup, the Gauntlets versus the Guitars. But I'm thinking that with the Orb, you are kind of playing a keep-away game, and Swata has been succeeding so far actually just keeping on top of Kixe when they're not getting guitar stringed. So maybe the Mordex is going to be the right choice. I am excited for this matchup coming up. It's going to be Gauntlets and Scythe versus the Guitars and Sword. It's really giving me vibes of a different year of Brawlhalla, honestly, looking at this matchup.
So here we go. Game number 4. Sidekicks bringing them in. It's raining cats and dogs dropping on small Brawlhaven.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
So Mordex down sig on Gauntlets will take you down in yellow if you get at the edge. I'm just putting that out there right now. That's so terrifying.
You're just saying, just in case anyone happens to be listening. You know, no one in particular. Just.
It's a very good move. The downside of it being you really can only use it in those edge guard scenarios. Otherwise, it'll just bounce people off the stage and do absolutely nothing. But the silence are coming through from Swata, and so far he has been keeping out of Kixe with these gauntlets. Let's see if the guitars can cut through. Oh, beautiful! That's such an adaptation. I was talking about how Kixe goes for that double jump down air on the guitars all the time to continue the strings, and Swata is doing a wake up nair on the gauntlets to reverse it, which he could not do previously on any of the characters that he's played so far.
Yeah, that was big. I mean, even just sending that message early, it's going to make Kixe rethink a lot of those guitar strings.
And now Swata with a really, really solid lead so far. Kixe probably, as shook as I am, after getting interrupted by that, he was like, wait a second, this has been working all set? What happened? You just grabbed me out of the air. Suddenly he's taking a ton of damage, and Swata's taking these stocks super early on.
Swata again just fishing with these gauntlets. Kixe having to try and space around this downlight, but it's so far range. Whoa! Big bet from Kixe.
Whoa, and Swata going for that ground pound in place, catching Kixe as he jumps up, getting all that extra credit. Down air, sidelight, dash forward, dash back, trying to get Kixe without before they get a weapon, and the neutral sig. Well, it was actually such a great read, it just didn't connect. Kixe onto the sword. He's not afraid of this. He's only worried about those guitars, and he just goes for that dash jump, down air, grab pound. What? That's it. That's the combo. That's what Sandstorm invented on this exact same Mordex with the skin. But now Swata pulling out against Kixe, taking a 3-stock-to-1 lead in game number 4. All right, that Mordex is paying dividend. This is exactly what I was looking for. Only it's doing it way better than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely huge. Whoa, Kixe with these ground pounds. All right, the Qatar ground pound, it's the fastest in the game. It falls so incredibly quickly. I always get so nervous when he does it. Now, manages to take the stock, still has quite the hill to climb, but, you know, he might just have the real estate to do it.
Let's see. It's going to be up to whether or not he can get those guitar strings onto Swata without... Oh, okay, he went for it again.
Oh,
but that time
Kixe
didn't go for the double jump. He was just kind of like, if you're going to wake up near me, I'm just going to stop trying to do anything fancy. I'm just going to downlight down air you over and over again. And Kixe gets the damage through. Spot dodges the gravity cancel downlight. Swats away at the side air. Pummeled in place by Swata's gauntlets and the sights picked up. But Kixe tries to go for the double downlight recovery. Doesn't hit it. But the game is getting a little bit closer than I was expecting. Okay.
Oh, caught.
Your
dodge was spent. That downlight into recovery is all but guaranteed.
Oh, this is so scary for Swata. Swata was doing beautifully, but Kixe has been adjusting. He was shook a little bit from that first stock, but now it's 1-1. The clash comes through. Sidelights exchange. Ground pound is avoided. Does he go for a ground pound himself? He does. On the stage. Neutral stick doesn't hit. One end light from Kixe. The down stick, and that's it. I told him about it at the beginning of the game, and he pulls it off at the end of it with that down stick, catching Kixe, dunking him off the left side of the stage. We're going to a game number 5.
So Swata definitely winning off the back of these changes. You know, each legend able to get him one win. The first one didn't really work out with the Yumiko, but then Fate was able to secure one, and now Mordex able to secure one. He just has to push it for one more.
One more game. Where is it going to be? I can't imagine Kixe was happy with that small Brawlhalla pick. It's been shown time and time again that Kixe is capable of confirming these stocks without the need of a small stage. Let's see what they get rid of. They're getting rid of the jankiest ones, right? Small Great Hall, right. Small Enigma, Crystal Temple, and there's Brawlhalla. Last stage banned out.
Okay.
This is about as standard as it gets. It's going to be really up to whether or not Swata wants a platform or not. That's the choice. Yep. And he has decided that he does. But on the unusual pick of Apocalypse, trying to keep the walls as small as possible, we're going to be going into game number 5, Kixe versus Swata, Mordex versus Asuri. Who's going to win it? Who's going to move on into top 6 and fight against Heisen in the lower quarterfinals? We're about to find out. First weapon goes over to Kixe.
It's the sword, certainly not what he's really looking for, so we're going to see him swap over not only to Weapon Starve, but to get these guitar strings, and it just never ends! All the way! Swata so in danger, can he even make it back? He does, but all the way into the red. Kixe just popping off.
I cannot believe Swata was so good at holding under his recovery and now fighting back with the scythe. I had Kixe off stage, sidelight, down air, trying to go for that landing neutral, but Kixe hits him right back with the wake up and he goes all the way up, but Swata gravity cancel downlights almost on the reticle on the top of the stage, trying to end Kixe's stock super early, dips down underneath the down stick, hits him with the uppercut. Kixe trying to get the stock finisher before Swata can get back anymore. Side stick punished by the down air, pummeling him into the ground. Downlight, Nair does go for the weapon toss. He does, but he misses. The uppercut comes back and it's just non-stop action. Wait, what? Gravity cancel downlight to punish the gravity cancel downlight into the recovery. Okay. Finally, a stock was taken. I cannot believe how are these players keeping up with what they are doing. I can barely keep up with it. And down the string begins. He gets a double jump.
Again, the down every time.
Kixe, what? You're insane. He gets the Nair. He gets the chase dodge. Well, Kixe's gone. Okay, I need to breathe. TWK, please, go. I can't.
I just can't believe because, all right, Kixe's gotten every single start of a stock. Kixe gets those crazy guitar strings, pours on the damage onto Swata, and then it's up to Swata to answer back. Luckily, he's been able to so far, but I don't know if he can hit it on this midpoint. He needs these gauntlet strings. Can he answer back with as crazy of a play as Kixe has? Right now, Kixe is on the sword, so now is the time.
Oh, man, Swata's insane. trying to get Kixe off the right side of the stage with a down air. Down light nair again. Does he go for the weapon throw? No. Kixe dodged in place. That would have been an interesting mix-up to see if Swata was going to go for a weapon throw or a down or a ground pound afterwards, but Kixe manages to make it back. Scythe versus unarmed is pretty tough.
Oh, but now the Katars are on. Cat's got claws, sharpened and ready. Oh, the read, and not yet enough.
Double down line to recovery. Oh, Swata. Oh, he tries to go for the side stick. Wasn't high enough. I wonder, would the line of sight there have worked? We'll never find out.
Oh, yeah. His head was above the stage.
Okay.
He could definitely, it would definitely connect.
Trying to cheese him with that side stick. Gravity gets the side light. Does the weak kick upwards to get the follow-up right afterwards to the down lane of recovery. Knowing the ground pound wasn't going to hit. Dodges the weapon throw straight forward, trying to go for that side light recovery. Gravity cancel down stick. Does it catch? Oh, he ground pounds him. Slams into the ground off the missed haymaker. So close between these two stocks. Trying to put up this gravity cancel down lights. No recoveries coming afterwards. Kixe just going for the weapon throw. Side light. Does it go for the weapon throw again? Sword. He wants that recovery. Down light recovery is so safe. But the down light recovery from Swata. Not enough. Apocalypse. Too high of a ceiling. They're so deep. So deep in the red. Side air.
Oh my gosh.
That does it.
Finally.
One more stock.
And now we see Kixe tossing that sword as high as possible. He's definitely starting off with the Katars here. Swata, he needs to find the answer. He had that one gauntlet neutral air that interrupted the Katar string, but every other time his dodge has been getting caught.
I mean, Swata could just, what, an unarmed recovery? That'll do it. He's looking for it. Dash jump recoveries, yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's trying to dip down, just grab that. Now we're going to see, I don't know, maybe even just a strong side light. Using the active input would be enough to score it. The down light, sure, why not?
Side air might be enough. It's interesting. I think he has an easier time finishing the stock off unarmed at this point than he does with Scythe. Let's see what he can do. Gauntlets are picked up now. Match has been slowed dramatically as Swata knows how dangerous this is.
The dodge was caught. There's all this damage again.
Oh, and now Swata went from white to deep orange. He can't end the stock from Kixe. He has no idea what he's supposed to land. The pickup recoveries unarmed aren't working. Double down lane recovery. Kixe on the verge of a 2-stock in game number 5 as it was so close to the start. And you were right. It was sidelight. Strong knockback that actually took the stock on its own. But now Swata is so damaged. Can he do it? I mean, it's Scythe. Anything's possible.
Kixe definitely going to be looking for the... Oh! Yo, all right, we have a chance.
Okay. Let's bring him off stage with the active input. The recovery hits. One more recovery, and that's going to be it. Swata has to play on the side of the stage. He's just trying to fish for those nairs. What nair does he come through?
Extra weapon drop. Does Kixe opt for it, or is he sticking on the sword? He has the consistent confirmed. The downlight into side air even is enough to do it.
And there it is. The side air finishing off Kixe, winning the set 3-2 over Swata in what was one of the most intense matches that I think I've casted today. It was really difficult keeping up with that early exchange between the two. I mean, it was just non-stop action, but I am super excited to see Kixe on the Asuri moving forward. In the end, it was Swata that had to change the Legends a ton. It was Kixe who was the most consistent with the Asuri throughout the entire set, and I'm excited to see them move forward in the top 6 to fight against Heisen.
Man, Kixe's Katars, I gotta tell you, that was one of the craziest things I have ever seen. Consistently getting those dodge reads, always into tons and tons of damage, looking unstoppable.
Yeah, and it's innovative. That's what's so exciting about watching Kixe play is that they've got these adapting throughout the entire match. I'm so excited to see Kixe moving forward throughout the brackets. We've got the rest of top 6 coming up for all of you at home in just a little bit, but before that, we're going to take a small break. There's going to be some trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more matches in just a little bit.